Welcome to a very special episode. This is called Grab Bag. I actually was under the impression that it was Anderson Varejao Remembrance Week until I looked at my calendar and realized it was Clear the Deck Week. So here we're just going to clear the deck. And today, including our following episode this week, we are going to be getting as many topics out as possible. Just clearing the deck so we can start fresh. So what we're going to do today is we are going to grab from the Grab Bag. This is full of ideas. See? Oh, wait. Here are the ideas. Full of ideas. I'm going to pull them out one by one and we're going to talk about them real quick. Okay? The more the merrier. Here we go. Oh, I'm not saying that. Okay, here we go. What happened to this shot? I haven't seen anybody do it in recent years, and it would surprise the heck out of somebody if somebody like JaVale McGee or DeAndre Jordan figured out how to do this. I don't think it has a name. I mean, sure, it finishes like a finger roll, but it's almost the inverse of a hook shot. Hook shot comes from outside and over, and this is coming from under and inside. And you almost are able to reach over or the defender. And to block it, you have to basically reach backwards, or a help defender would have to defend it. This is an odd shot, and we don't even recognize Wilt for having this particular move in his arsenal. I mean, he's not the only one. I've seen a clip, a mysterious clip that I can't find of Kareem doing this. I'm sure Bill Russell attempted this, and all the Willis Reed and random people that don't matter anymore. But for Wilt to be able to pull this off from that far out, look at this. Look how far out he is. And nail this with that very soft release. That's amazing. And I think he should get some credit for that, and we should name this thing the Wilt Float. Unless you have a better name for it, let me know. As always, I will be reading all of your comments. One more you say? Let's grab out of the grab bag. The LeBron block. Let's talk about this LeBron block, the defining moment of his career. I'm kind of obsessed with this block. So, listen. This block is being bronzed, as I like to say. Dipped in bronze to forever be remembered. I'm pretty sure when they make LeBron's statue in Cleveland, before it gets desecrated, it will be of this block. But first of all, this block is not that impressive. The timing's great, like what time in the game. But really, chasing down an elderly man with a trick back as he slowly, gingerly attempts to lay the ball up, this is a defining moment. I mean, that's the reality behind it. But like I said, they're going to build this one up. They are going to build this one up. You know what's also interesting? Most of the time when people make statues of players, it's of a play that they're known for, or a position or a stance, like when they made the Magic statue, especially when they made the Shaq statue recently. The one guy who has a statue and it has nothing to do with reality is, drumroll, yes, you're right, Michael Jordan. This statue is depicting a scene that never took place in reality, and it stands beside, theoretically, all the other statues that are grounded in some sort of reality. Because it's like with Jordan, none of the general legend-building unspoken rules apply. The NBA and its associates just did whatever the florp they could to literally elevate this man. I mean, look at the statue. He's easily 20 feet in the air. Unless this man down here is sinking into the floor like it's the goddamn X-Men apocalypse. Or maybe this imaginary Jordan character can literally fly. Another odd one, right? But it's just kind of odd. It's the building of a mythical, godlike persona. One more thing. I still don't buy that this is even a Jordan-style dunk. Yes, he put his hand back there, but when he's kind of spread his legs, the few rare times he did, it was always horizontal, not split like this. This is actually a very odd way to dunk. Really, go out to your 7-foot rim and do this. Straight legs, no bend, one way out in front like that. It's all imaginary. But it's not just imaginary. It's marketing. 100% marketing. I even question who paid for this. Who sponsored this statue? Especially since it went up so flippin' fast. It went up almost immediately after he walked away from the NBA the first time. And then they went and retired his jersey right away. And again, sorry to keep going down this path. This was all after 3 rings. Just 3. It was a three-peat, but it was just 3. So the GOAT argument seems like it really should have been still going on. But it sure seemed like that was wrapped up and settled. This is just marketing, because it is the Jordan logo. The Nike, then Jordan brand logo. Which, And I don't know if it was genius on purpose or genius stupid, it doesn't resemble anything about his actual dunks. Just look at any Jordan dunk reel. The top 10, the top 50, the top 250. This combination of joint positions and arm position and ball hold never, ever happened on an NBA court. And I dare any of you to argue with me. I will rain down facts upon your consciousness. The only time this happened was at a photo shoot. And as you see, it's not even a dunk, it's just a pose. So it's starting to seem like almost everything about the legend of this man has been contrived. Alright, so back here on Earth, the main Jordan dunk was more of this. It was like a Statue of Liberty style, hold the ball up high, lean in type of dunk, with the arm either kind of right down his side or kind of in front, aiding the separation of him and the defender. He clearly had others, and I love the little rock the cradle, arm wrap and reveal, spinny side reversey dunks. But for Jordan's brand, none of these were gonna work. They just don't look good as a logo. They overlap too much, and you need a logo that can be fully represented in a 2D space. It's gotta look good flat. So all the limbs need to be as separate and spread out as possible, which leaves us with this made-up fake-ass dunk. So back to the statue. When they immediately commissioned this statue, I really wonder who made the call to use this statue as a billboard, basically. Also, check out the shoes. I'm always curious about the shoes in the statue, because those are getting memorialized too. That's gotta be a big negotiation point, what shoes are going on the statue. Really, every time you see a sports statue, go up, check out the shoes. See what shoes will forever be attached to this man. And one more thing. I know, I can't stop talking about this guy, but it's always bothered me that in the Jordan logo, he has pants on. Like some warm-ups or sweats. Like he was in his backyard just hooping it up. Write a comment down below if anybody here remembers Hoop It Up. Anybody participated in Hoop It Up. All this tells me is that there was some real, legit, creative person involved. But that type of creative person who has no damn clue about sports. So anyway, what the Okay, I've talked about this one a long time ago, but I don't think a lot of people have seen this episode. I didn't really go too deep into it. This is the grab bag episode, so I'm not going deep into anything. Alright, how many highlights have we lost to blown layups?
He goes down again, yanked right out of his shoes by Jennings.
You know, we have this odd yet understandable requirement of our offensive highlights. And that requirement is it must end in a bucket. So, a crossover ain't a crossover until this.
Turned him around!
A perfect pass ain't a pass until
Oh, what a pass!
this. And we all hold our breath after a great move, just praying for it to go in. Or on the other side, praying for it to miss. Whether it's Tristan or Zaza or Michael Cooper, we need them to finish that play. There's one play I remember specifically holding my breath for. It was this one, Steph Curry on Chris Paul. After that happened, there was a moment where everybody knew he had to shoot it and make it for this to be solidified. And the roar you hear afterwards is not joy, it's relief that we can now all celebrate this clip and this moment for the rest of time. Because if he misses this, the clip immediately goes into limbo. It does not become a moment. But there is one clip that does squeeze through on its sheer uniqueness. And technically it ends in points, but in the worst way possible. Yes, it's the Jason Williams elbow pass in the 2000 rookie game. I do see this one make some top 10 lists occasionally, but every time I see it I cringe, and for a few reasons. I don't care what the circumstance is. This man, Rafe LaFrance, becoming known for this, he must conjure the spirit and force of the NBA gods. He must channel the dominance of Wilt and quickness of Dominique and the nastiness of Daryl Dawkins. He must conjure all strength because literal history is on your fingertips, but he didn't. He couldn't find the will. Then there's James Posey. I don't know if I even fault this guy. He was in an odd position. He wasn't thinking. And it's not like it's the All-Star game. This is the rookie game. He doesn't even have a seasoned awareness to just back off. He's a baby, and all he knows, just like a baby, is to grab and suck. It's instinctual. Look it up. Okay, so that's it for Grab Bag version 1, and remember, this is an effort to clear the deck. We're dumping out all the old, stale topics, and actually, I'm going to do something unprecedented in basketball YouTube history in our next video. So, subscribe, hit the notification, and stay tuned. All right. Thanks. Answers for lunch. All right, stay tuned. Thanks.